Hey guys, it's me David and welcome back to another LEGO Star Wars review. Today I have an Ahsoka series set. This is the New Republic E-Wing versus Shin Starfighter. The set number is 75364. It's going to come with 1,056 pieces. It's going to have a retail price of $110 US. It's going to go on sale September 1st of 2023. I'll have an affiliate link down to lego.com in the description down below. If you choose to buy this set, definitely consider using the link. So this is truly a set based off the Ahsoka show. The other Ahsoka sets that we're getting, the T6 Should I Shuttle and the Ghost, we've seen those ships before in either the Clone Wars or Star Wars Rebels. This is a real first time seeing an E-Wing as well as Shin Starfighter. Although, if you're a hardcore LEGO Star Wars fan, you might remember that Jack 14 Starfighter from 2013 was actually technically an E-Wing, but this is the first like canon accurate E-Wing based off the New Republic. Shin Starfighter here looks very cool. I like this yellow, dark red color scheme. I think that's going to look really good. It's a nice change of pace. Now, this whole concept of two ships in one, a good guy and a bad guy, is actually not new for 2023. We actually saw that earlier this year, being the Mandalorian Fang Fighter versus TIE Interceptor, and that was very well received by a lot of fans. So this set will do well as long as the show it's based on does well. Taking a look at the back of the box, you'll notice that the E-Wing does have retractable landing gear. That is a rarity nowadays for LEGO Star Wars ships, so that is exciting to see. A lot of different play functions. We'll take a look at that in just a few minutes. I do want to thank LEGO for sending this set over for review, and without further ado, let's go into the in-depth on this new Shin Starfighter versus E-Wing. So I gotta say, I'm not overly impressed with this set, but I think once I see the Ahsoka series, it might change my mind. But first, let's talk about minifigures. First up, we have a brand new character called Captain Porter. As you can see, he does have a really nice looking dark blue helmet, great prints on him, a hairpiece, but that body is also shared with another character in the Ghost set, which is also coming out alongside this set. Then we have something called the New Republic astromech droid. No official number of any sort for this astromech droid. It is a nice blue and yellow combination. After that, we have Morgan Elsbeth. We've first seen her in The Mandalorian Season 2. There is a rumor that this character is actually a Night Sister, which really actually makes a lot of sense when you look a little closer at that torso. We'll see what she does in the Ahsoka series. After that, we have Shin here. She seems to be some type of Sith Padawan. You can definitely tell by that braid on the torso there. Interestingly enough, she doesn't have an orange lightsaber blade, only a red version. I wonder if LEGO was privy to know that they had orange blades instead of red, but who knows. And then lastly, we have Balin, which is a really cool looking character, and he also just has a normal red lightsaber blade. He really reminds me a lot of Count Dooku, but great printing. So moving on to the first ship of the set, which is the New Republic E-Wing. First off, this set has a blue and white color scheme, which I think looks really sleek, and it actually just occurred to me that the E-Wing design honestly reminds me of the Destiny ships, specifically from Destiny 1. Maybe that's just me, but overall, I really like the aesthetic and design of the E-Wing. I think it's very cool looking. As you can see on the back side, you can install that New Republic astromech droid here fairly easily. You'll notice there is some sticker details throughout the wings of the build. It doesn't inherently rely on stickers for all the details. They're just included here and there, so that's good to see. There is a printed cockpit area, a little bit more sticker details on the nose. If we open up the cockpit, there's actually a little surprise hidden Easter egg. There's a little storage compartment under where the pilot sits. So this is a great area to put, say, hair and a blaster. There's extra accessories included with the pilot. Very cool. And then, of course, you can put the pilot above that. I love extra storage solutions because LEGO's always included extra accessories, and it's a pain to keep track of all of that. Some stud shooters on the side. And then lastly, the set has retractable landing gear, which is super satisfying to fold up and fly the E-Wing away. I also want to give a heads up that there is a fair bit of Technic LEGO building inside the E-Wing. Now moving on to the second ship included in the set, which is Shin Starfighter. I'm a big fan of this color scheme. That dark red and yellow combination with a little bit of light bluish gray really stands out as a very different looking LEGO Star Wars ship than we've gotten in previous years. That is a printed cockpit piece. Inside that is unfortunately a sticker control panel. Of course, you can put Shin here in the cockpit area, and behind the area you'll notice there's a little storage cubby that is for a lightsaber, which is really cool. And that isn't the only storage. There's another hidden compartment, which I absolutely love on ships. But even within this hidden compartment, there's another hidden compartment. You lift off this tile right here, and there's a little bit more storage in there for, say, a lightsaber or a blaster. Now, this area can be used to house another minifigure. Unfortunately, you can't get Morgan Elsbeth or Balin in this compartment at the same time. It has to be one or the other. It's nice that you can fit either figure, given that Elsbeth comes with that bigger leg piece. Unfortunately, I tried, but it doesn't seem like I can quite properly fit Balin in the back area. Maybe you could if you finagle him just right. There is some stud launchers on the front side. Other than that, there's not that many functions on this set other than those hidden compartments. There's some sticker details throughout the side and main wings of the build. Underneath it, nothing crazy, just some transparent pieces here and there for sliding it around on the table, I suppose. And then there's this nice looking engine detail, but again, definitely not that many functions. Lastly, I want to compare this brand new E-Wing versus Shin Starfighter versus the TIE Interceptor versus the Mandalorian Fangfighter because it's its closest competitor. They're relatively the same price, $100 versus $110. So what do these two sets look like side by side? Well, one obviously comes with 5 minifigures, the other comes with 4. Relatively speaking, all 4 of these ships are surprisingly the same length. Now, I will say the Mandalorian Fangfighter is definitely the smallest amongst all 4 of these ships here on the table, given that it's a more sleeker and just generally smaller ship. So with that, I would say the edge maybe goes towards the E-Wing and Shin Starfighter, but I really still like the TIE Interceptor in that design. So honestly, it's kind of a draw between these two sets. I feel like they're both unique enough where I could see a fan deciding one or the other just simply based on what you like more. So one's obviously based on The Mandalorian, the other's based on the Ahsoka series, so maybe that can help make your decision. So there's really nothing groundbreaking about this set, but I do think it's solid looking and the ships are relatively interesting. So like what I talked about at the beginning of this review, I really think this set is going to depend on whether the Ahsoka series is well received by Star Wars fans. Honestly, I don't have any emotional attachment to these vehicles, so they don't seem that super interesting to me yet. I think once I see the Ahsoka show, assuming that it's good, I think I'll definitely have a different perspective on this set. Now, objectively, as a LEGO Star Wars set, what are you getting here? You're getting 5 exclusive minifigures. You're getting 2 really cool-looking ships, in my opinion, both of which are pretty new concepts. Shin's especially is a brand new design. We've seen this E-Wing design before, but never in this color scheme, and honestly, this set is completely different than that Jack 14 E-Wing that we got all those years ago. I really like the design of both sets. The Shin Starfighter really doesn't offer anything crazy or new. It's just more of a fun swooshing ship that has a great color scheme and an interesting design, but no crazy play features. I think the E-Wing here definitely has a one-up on Shin Starfighter. It's bigger, more robust. It has that retractable landing gear. It honestly just looks visually more interesting to me personally, and I know a lot of people interested in the E-Wing alone. Now, as for the minifigure situation here, all of these characters are brand new to the Ahsoka series. So again, it really depends on how well the show is received, whether you're going to be emotionally attached to wanting these minifigures or not. I think all of them look good. They look accurate to what I've seen from the trailers of the main villains, of these other characters. It seems to be accurate looking, so that's all good. So does this all add up to $110? Well, first off, about 1,100 pieces, $110, that does seem to make sense. If you look at the closest competitor to this set, which is the Mandalorian Fangfighter versus TIE Interceptor, that set only had 4 figures, but it was also $10 less. So basically, you're spending $10 more for an extra minifigure is what I see with this set. Granted, I think there's a few more pieces in this as well. I do feel like these ships are a little bit bigger, a little more robust than what you're getting out of the TIE Interceptor and Fangfighter set. So for me, this feels like a solid LEGO Star Wars set. 2 brand new and very interesting ships to be added to your collection. Then you have all these new exclusive minifigures. So it does feel just about worth that $110. Now, if you aren't that excited about the Ahsoka series, maybe you're lightly watching it or you're just not going to watch it at all, or whatever the case might be, then I don't think this is like a day one buy personally. I think you could wait a couple months, wait for it to go down to say $100 or even $90. I think at that price point, it's completely worth it. Even at $110 though, I think you're still getting a solid amount of LEGO here, a solid minifigure selection. So with all that said, I will recommend this set. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to check out all my other LEGO Star Wars reviews. Hope you guys have a great, wonderful day, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.